Howdy everyone, today I'm going to talk about this video. Now, it's a response video and I want to be very clear. One, this is not a video to attack any of the people in this video or whoever made it and stuff. It's not an attack, it's just a response video. And two, this is not a way of forming a witch hunt. I know many people, as soon as a freaking video is made on something, they think it's a freaking witch hunt, but no, these type of videos aren't witch hunts, it's just a response to it. So just want to be very clear, I don't like that type of stuff. So there we go. I understand why no one wants it. Obviously, come on, no one wants a freaking witch hunt. So I'm not sending any hate, I'm just giving a response. Is that cool? Cool. So let's start talking about the following. First things first. Now, this is called Superheroes Decoded, the hypersexualization of women in comics. Now, it's from the History Channel. If you ever watch the History Channel, it's like, they show a lot of weird stuff. Not gonna lie, you expect them to show, like, quite a lot of history things, but then it's like, you get some shows like Pawn Stars, I believe. Yeah, that's what I remember watching on the History Channel, so it is a bit weird. You get ancient aliens and stuff. Anyways, now, I'm not going to play the full video or anything like that. I don't want to get a copy strike, or any strike for that matter. So, first things first. Let's just describe this full video. Now, basically it's just, a bunch of women talking about how hypersexualized these female superheroes in comics were. The woman, basically, was so sexualized, And then, many people did point out that the men in the comics too were freaking sexualized way before the woman, big bulky muscles and stuff, and, there we go. And basically that's just it. There was this one woman who starts, talking to the camera and saying that, this author, basically, she then says, she's talking about, the people who made these type of, quote-unquote, hypersexualized comics, were all white men, and it's like, is that a problem? Would you feel better if it was made by a non-white man? It's so bizarre. It's like they still have to pick a race too. They still have to pick on something. I find it just a bit weird and stuff, but okay, whatever. And that's just it. They just don't really mention that males too hypersexualized. And trust me, majority of the freaking males who read these comics, the geeks and all those types of people who just, read this stuff, majority of the male geeks aren't sexy like that. They don't have muscles. They don't have, well, they don't have big 6-packs or 8-packs or whatever packs. In the comics they're like so bulk. Oh my goodness. It's like you can never train like that within a day. You have to take some time just to keep gaining those muscles. And in the comic books it's way too fantasized, and that's the point. All these things are fantasized. The females are fit and sexy. The males are also fit and sexy, And no one's going to talk about just, how they portrayed males. So it's like, I don't hear the males crying. I don't hear any men's rights activists crying about how sexist this is. So why should feminists cry about this? This is like, it's just fantasy. It has nothing to do with reality. Because once again, this takes place in fictional places. Like, so, they just upset because the fact that it's not like so realistic, which doesn't make any sense because you have superpowers. You have people who can have these weird superpowers. And is that realistic? Is that realistic? Is that so realistic now? Wow. So it's just pointless. You need to understand that superhero comics too, it's literally just fiction. It is literally just made up stuff, fantasies and stuff, and people are going to over exaggerate. Do you think that the males who wrote this had six packs too? No. Do you think they had like sexy hot wives like how it's drawn in the comics? Absolutely, I don't think so. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Maybe it was just a dream, but possibly it was absolutely not. Okay, because there we go. You know. So I think that the entire you know uh, nonsense of this video is just it's just that people failing to realize that you know this has always been make believe, and you know it has always fantasized and hypersexualized both genders. It has always done that, and there we go. You can't get a realistic term. I mean, not term, realistic form, because these aren't realistic stuff. Like, people don't have superpowers. People don't shoot stuff out of the freaking hands. They can't fly on their own, just quickly fly. They can't do that. So, that's not realistic. This literally proves that with all these superpowers, it's not realistic. Because, once again, how can it be realistic? Anyways, that's just it. Okay, I'm getting a weird phone call from Cape Town. Wow, that's like way over to the other side. Wow. That's like a long, long, far reach, from where I am. Wow. It is like telemarketers, basically. It's so bizarre, honestly. Why do they have to phone? Random times. Sometimes I think it could be important, but no, I'm not going to answer it. You can just search these numbers and then it pops up that these are telemarketers, and people also say so. Anyways, that's just it for the video. Tell me your thoughts. And once again, I'm not telling you to go 8 in this video or whatever. I'm just giving you my opinion on this video and taking from what I've read in the comments too, that, to come up with a proper conclusion that these things, these comic books are all fantasies. They're all, not in reality. And they're of course gonna hypersexualize both genders, So there we go. That's just my take on it. Tell me your thoughts. Bye-bye.